42, Lying with the Wolf by Kiki Smith. The context for this piece is that in 451, so remember 476, Rome hit the sticks. So in 451, a Germanic group, well, a group from Central Asia, the Huns, threatened to invade Paris, France. Well, and the Huns were compared by these folks in Europe to ferocious wolves. So Saint Genevieve, who from a young age was an inspired religious nun, persuaded everybody in Paris to be calm, and she started praying. She had what was like a marathon praying session, and miraculously, Attila the Hun and his followers turned away from Paris, and so they were saved. Well, when Kiki Smith was touring the Louvre in Paris, she saw a painting of Saint Genevieve sitting among lambs and wolves. I couldn't find that piece. Sorry. But Kiki Smith was so moved by that piece that she created a series titled Genevieve and the Wolves. And that's what you're seeing here. This is another ink and pencil drawing on paper. And this is actually a bronze sculpture that Smith created. So Genevieve, right, keeping the wolves at bay. So not only is there this biblical story of Genevieve and the Huns, there's also children's books that tell stories about wolves being horrible, like the big bad wolf in The Three Little Pigs. For Kiki Smith's context, we're more interested in the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood. And remember the story of Little Red Riding Hood going through the woods with a basket of food for her ailing grandmother. The wolf says, "Hey, what do you got in that basket?" And Little Red Riding Hood says, "Something for my grandma." And the wolf trots away. When Little Red Riding Hood gets to Grandma's house, she sees, well, the wolf in Grandma's bed with Grandma's bonnet and nightgown on. Little Red Riding Hood gets into bed. What big teeth you have, what big, what big eyes you have, and what big mouth you have, etc. And the wolf eats Little Red Riding Hood alive, and had already also eaten Grandma too, by the way. Quite a story. So here we have Kiki Smith's rendition or reinterpretation of Here is Rapture, where I guess it would be Little Red Riding Hood or maybe Grandma stepping out of the stomach of the wolf. So she has not been overcome by the big bad wolf. She is resilient. She is strong. So the form of this piece is that it is 7 feet by 6 feet. I always imagined it as like a piece of notebook paper. I don't know why, because I guess it's ink and pencil on paper, and I think of paper as a notebook paper. All right, but this is huge. Now, form, we have a woman here lying with the wolf. She is scratching the wolf's hair around its neck. She's petting the wolf here on the side. So the wolf doesn't seem to need to move away, nor does the woman who is reclining here nude. The background is, at first glance, you just kind of think, oh, you got some just kind of ratty paper here. But if you look more closely, doesn't this look like a pillow? And don't these, on second look, seem like bed sheets? So content, we have new meanings being presented here around the themes of sexuality, spiritual identity and shared stories. So here, right, women's sexuality, we're used to the Venus of Urbino here by Titian, and certainly Kiki Smith is challenging this male gaze. Kiki Smith is also just a very feminist artist, born in, well, she's born in the 50s and definitely has feminism as one of her concerns. And this woman is not submissive. She's not cowering in fear. Instead, she is embracing this big bad wolf, and she is not unafraid. She is like Saint Genevieve. And she is, well, she is not like Little Red Riding Hood succumbing to the wolf. So she's not submissive. She's not cowering. And then we have this feminist approach about humans and animals. And here, Kiki Smith is concerned with nature, and she doesn't see this woman as pushing away nature, but instead embracing her relationship with nature. So, Kiki Smith, Lying with the Wolf.